Most people think the darkest human experiments happened in Nazi Germany. But one of the longest and most disturbing medical experiments in history happened right here in the United States. And it went on for 40 years. In 1932, during the Great Depression, the U.S. Public Health Service launched what they called the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in Macon County, Alabama. The government targeted poor black men, many of whom could not read or write, and promised them free medical care, meals, and burial insurance. What the men were never told was the truth. The study was designed to observe how syphilis destroys the human body when it is left untreated until death. At the time, syphilis was already known to be dangerous, but doctors wanted long-term data on its effects. 600 men were recruited. 399 already had syphilis, while the rest were used as a control group. The men were told they had bad blood, a vague term used to hide the real diagnosis and keep them from asking questions. Over time, the disease caused severe pain, blindness, paralysis, mental deterioration, heart failure, and death. Doctors carefully recorded every symptom while offering placebos instead of real treatment. Then, in the 1940s, everything changed. Penicillin was discovered and quickly proven to be a safe and effective cure for syphilis. It became widely available and was used across the country. But instead of treating the men, the researchers made a deliberate decision to continue the study. They did not inform the participants that a cure existed. They did not offer treatment. And they actively prevented the men from receiving penicillin elsewhere by contacting local hospitals and doctors, instructing them not to treat anyone enrolled in the study. Even men who were drafted into the military during World War II were denied treatment after their condition was discovered during physical exams. The government stepped in to make sure the experiment continued. As the years passed, the damage spread beyond the original participants. Wives were unknowingly infected. Children were born with congenital syphilis. Entire families suffered the consequences of a disease that could have been cured with a simple injection. Nurses and health workers involved in the study were instructed to maintain the deception, even as patients begged for help. For decades, the experiment remained hidden from the public. It continued through multiple presidential administrations and survived major changes in medical ethics. It was not stopped by scientists or politicians, but by a whistleblower who leaked the truth to the press in 1972. When the story finally broke, the public was horrified. By then, dozens of men had died directly from syphilis, many more from related complications, and countless lives had been permanently damaged. No criminal charges were ever filed against the researchers responsible. In 1997, 65 years after the study began, the U.S. government issued a formal apology, acknowledging that the experiment was unethical and racist. But the apology came far too late. The Tuskegee experiment didn't just destroy lives. It permanently damaged trust in the medical system, a distrust that still affects healthcare decisions today. This wasn't ancient history. Some of the men were still alive when the truth came out, and it proves that some of the most disturbing conspiracies aren't theories at all. They're documented history that people were never meant to question.